Jagannath Swami Nayana Path Game Bhavatu Me.
Hare Krishna. As the Rath Yatra here in New York City is approaching close by, so we wish to discuss the glories of Lord Jagannath just to prepare our consciousness to celebrate the festival with great devotion and love by putting a full heart into it. Before we begin discussing about pastimes of Lord Jagannath, it is very important to understand why does the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna have to even descend into this material world. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that he is ever present in the spiritual world, which is eternal, which is Satchidananda, completely spiritual. He has nothing to give and take with this material world, which he calls it as Dukkha Alema Shashvatam. So why does he even come to this material world? In the 4th chapter of the Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna the reason why he comes to this material world is Panitranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya cha Dushkritam Dharma Samstarpanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Krishna tells Arjuna just to protect the pious, to re-establish dharma and to annihilate the miscreants. Krishna again and again makes a descent to this material world in different forms. Sometimes he comes himself, sometimes he comes as Rama, sometimes he comes as Narsimha, sometimes he comes as Varaha, sometimes as Lord Jagannath. But if we think a little deeper, we can understand the Supreme Lord being present as the Padmatma in everyone's heart, he's also present as Padmatma in the heart of the demons. Does the Supreme Lord have to descend all the way down to the material world from the spiritual world just to kill Ravana? Krishna being present as Paramatma in the heart of Ravana also, all he has to do is just block an artery and immediately Ravana is dead. So why is it that Krishna comes to this material world? Krishna can re-establish dharma through his devotees, as he has done multiple times, where he sends his saints, where his pure devotees to this material world who go about this material world spreading peace, love and joy and Krishna consciousness, and they re-establish dharma. And therefore the great teachers, the acharyas, they say the only reason for which the Supreme Lord comes to this material world is one, and that is to perform his beautiful pastimes, where he exchanges love with his pure devotees. And the whole purpose of performing these pastimes is to attract the hearts of the conditioned living entities back to him, so that the jivas can go back to the spiritual world. So when Krishna comes in this material world, he exchanges love with his devotees, like the gopis in Vrindavan, like the queens in Dwarka, like the Pandavas, and so many devotees. And by hearing about Krishna and his reciprocation of love with his devotees, we also develop attraction to interact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore, his performance, his activities, his pastimes become a motivation and great inspiration for the conditioned living entities to go back home, back to Godhead. Krishna therefore mentions in the 4th chapter in the Bhagavad Gita itself, Ajopi san avyayatma. He says that actually I'm unborn, I'm inexhaustible, but still I take birth in this world. But he also says, my birth is not an ordinary birth. When Krishna takes birth in this world, it is called as spiritual. He takes it on the strength of his own internal energy. When Krishna comes to this material world, he does it by his own sweet will. He is not forced like you and me to come to this material world. He does it only for the purpose, as we have discussed, to attract the hearts of the living entities, so that the conditioned living entities in this material world can wind up their business and go back to spiritual world, where they too can enjoy an eternal life of bliss, of happiness, eternal happiness.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Path Game Bhavatu Me.